super.
Hello. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of talk online, everywhere, just about the problem of AI and, just the concern that it's going to take jobs and really fuck up the whole economy, fuck up everything, fuck up all this stuff. But I think we sort of need to gain sight of how a human works and how a computer works, just at a fundamental level. This is why I believe artificial general intelligence (AGI) will will not be reached. At least not in our lifetime. It's most likely not gonna happen. Look, first off, we need to just sort of just understand that humans and machines are fundamentally different, and the way we operate is just completely different. I'll just start with machines. Machines, I guess the machines as we know it today, they started with Alan Turing and the Turing machine. And what Alan Turing proposed is, what he sought out to find was the mechanical limitations of a computer. And what he found was that, given enough memory, the computer can perform enough computation you provide it. And this is sort of the basis for artificial intelligence as we know it. And people sort of lose sight of the fact that Alan Turing's computer theory, it only works on a set of predetermined knowledge, basically. So people sort of think of memory like, human memory. The computer has random access memory. But these things, they are not the same. Just not at all. The way a human can perform actions, I'll just grab a little graph here. Just do a little screenshot. Look, this is the memory sample for AI, and you can see there's it's called the lost in the middle problem. People have been trying to solve this for ages, but the problem is that a computer can only solve as much data as is in its memory and its context window or context vector, however you want to put it. And the way a human's memory works is completely different to the way the memory of a computer works. At a very rudimentary level, computers are just mimicry machines, and they don't actually extrapolate data like a large language model or a machine learning model works. Like there's no middle ground between a human and a computer. People sort of lose sight of this, and they think, oh, my job's going to be taken. Completely akin to what happened in the Industrial Revolution with the, machinery going and displacing people's jobs. But in the end, people lost jobs, but jobs were created. Jobs were created in immense numbers. And what will happen with AI, because AGI will never be reached, because as I've often mentioned, the context window is just not that as a human, that of a human, is that we will just have problems in our jobs that will become easier and easier. And sort of this all does get changed at a fundamental level when you start thinking about quantum computing and all of this stuff. But the problem with quantum computing is that we have no way of understanding what actually are the functional implications of quantum computing. So, I'll just show a picture of a quantum computer, and people have been sort of speaking on this stuff here, there, but the thing is, we don't know. We really don't know. We really don't know. Okay, there's only theories and everything, and so as you know it, the Alan Turing machine, we'll say, or Turing machine, is basically operational on ones and zeros, and quantum computer is a 1 and a 0 at the same time, pretty much. That's just the way we'll put it. And this is a qubit, or quantum bit. But the sort of concept that AGI is nearing, as far as I'm concerned, it is just an investing sort of shtick to get more people to pump money into the stocks. And people say all this stuff, the AI bubble is going to burst, and I believe it's bursting right behind our eyes, and with the advent of DeepSeek, all this stuff being literally just a little fun little game for the hedge fund kids to get cracking with. But there you go. Look, quantum computing, it'll have of implications, I guess, in a sense that I'd say encryption algorithms. I don't know why I'm writing that like that. Encryption algorithms, which, if you didn't know, are used for literally everything. Your server, data just in general, your passwords, your router, pretty much everything. So encryption will probably be obsolete, but it's completely impossible to look at this stuff and say this will happen because of this, because we're so far away. Like, there's no way of saying, like, the amount of compute that is required to theoretically model something that is like AGI is completely ridiculous. This is largely why I'm a big proponent of nuclear energy, because it's functional. It's very functional, and it's came a long way, a very, very long way. And there's no telling how much power we're going to require. And look, I'll just say this: solar panels and this sort of thing, they're very resource expensive. The amount of silicon you need, all this stuff. It's it's sort of it all comes down to just the idea of just fear mongering, I guess, and sort of the concept of the media, and not just the media in terms of 7 News. I mean, the media in terms of 9 News, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all of this stuff. It all just sort of adds to a lot of fear that is not really necessary. You see this with nuclear stuff, LGBT politics, um, AGI, artificial intelligence. But to be honest, there is not much actually in terms of solutions. We need to find a solution to everything. Where, obviously nuclear has the massive history of, shit hitting the fan. Shit hitting the fan. And you can see this with everything, okay? In terms of nuclear technology, historically, bunch of explosions, nuclear fallout, all of this stuff. A lot of, catastrophic issues to the environment. In terms of, LGBT politics, you see this sort of massive thing of, oh, they're transing the kids, they're doing this and that. When, in reality, there's this is a bit of just a online sort of anecdote that, of course, it does sort of happen, but it's not like the sky isn't falling. Okay, the sky isn't falling. Same with AGI. People lost their jobs to AI, and all this stuff. Like, there's a lot of freelance writing jobs that were lost. Heaps of stuff, really, and it really clicks in the brain like, we're fucked, we're fucked, we're fucked, but we're not fucked. We're not fucked. Humans prevail. Maybe if you think we're evolving too fast for our own good, you're you can you can carry on like that, and you know see where things take you to Kaczynskiville. But you know, have fun in Kaczynskiville, mailing bombs to people in the woods. Just to build on this sort of concept behind all of these, sort of ties back to a bit of a, you know, manufacturing consent sort of thing. And if you haven't read that book, brilliant book, although it's not super relevant nowadays, but it still is. It still is sort of still is fucking awesome. All right, I'll say that. The algorithms online are designed to keep retention of the viewer. And obviously there is, some outliers, like, YouTube's introducing their new feature where they show extra, good content that you wouldn't normally view. But it is a lot of just, and you see this with TikTok, YouTube, all of these things. Even, Nine News, all media, it's basically designed to make you come back and, and want more. So I implore everybody to seek truth, seek knowledge, and don't listen to Big Brother. Don't listen to Big Brother. That's the way that I'd place it. Alright, roll safe. Roll safe. Roll safe, fam. Roll safe, fam. Oh my. Does this work? Wait.